As usual, August is a very busy month that I have planned. I am co-hosting another competitive month-long readathon, which I'm so excited about. I have some book clubs and buddy reads going on, and in my brain I'm going to read 50 books. We're going to start with my TBR game, and then at the end I'm going to talk to you more about Battleathon and any books for book clubs and read-alongs that I didn't fit onto the game. I'd love for you to let me know in the comments what you are most looking forward to reading this month. So let's jump in. I'm so excited about my reading in August. So I am thinking for this round we're going to do something that I have not done before, and I think we're going to only go in perimeter rooms. So we're going to start up here and try to go through here, 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 and go that way. And I think we're just going to try to go out every door. So I could only have maybe 1 or 2 books on my TBR if this one is unlocked, but if it's not, I'm going to just keep going, and we'll go around the outside of the house for no reason other than I figured we should try it. Roll 1. 8 and doubles to start. Let's move that ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The door was unlocked because of doubles. A thriller that I read as an ebook. I'm really excited about this. This prompt actually reminded me that I needed to get to this book. I'm going to the National Book Festival that is happening in August, and I wanted to try to read books by authors that are going to be there throughout this month. And I have priority ones, and this is one of my priority ones. I just forgot about it. And that is All of This and More by Peng Shepherd. I have read one and DNF'd a book by this author, but her concepts are always so cool. So this one is following a woman who wins a chance to rewrite every mistake she's ever made and how far she'll go to find her elusive happily ever after. But there's a twist. The reader gets to decide what she does next to change her fate. So this is kind of a choose your own adventure thing. You can flip through to pick different paths for the character and see where her life goes in these different circumstances. I do have an audio copy of this from Libro FM, but I think the ebook will be a really good way to go for this because I can flip to different chapters easier, and I've heard that that's difficult to do with just the audiobook. So I'm so excited for this one. It sounds really cool. I think it'll be very fun and immersive, and it's one that I wanted to get to before the National Book Festival, so very excited that this prompt reminded me about this book. Roll 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another thriller from my 24 in 24 list. These are books from my shelves that I have to read or unhaul, but I don't know if I have any thrillers left actually, so let me check. Okay, I actually don't. I only have horror, sci-fi, and a romance on there, so I'm gonna get a different prompt. A thriller picked with an emoji poll. Emoji polls are so fun, so I put up a poll on my Patreon. They had 3 options. I did 2 emojis for each one. So option 1 was The Family Experiment by John Mars. Option 2 was The Hungry Dark by Jen Williams, which I think might have been on my TBR for last month that I didn't get to yet. And option 3 was Island Witch by Amanda Giatissa, and the winner was Island Witch, so that is on my TBR. I have given this author 5 stars and 3.5 stars previously. So this is following the daughter of a demon priest, and she's influenced by new religious practices brought in by the British colonizers. The villagers who once respected her family's craft have turned on the family, but they still call on him whenever supernatural disturbances arise. So someone or something is viciously seizing upon men in the jungle, and the villagers have accused her father of causing these attacks, and she's trying to clear her father's name, and she's also haunted by dreams that eerily predict the dark forces on the island. I really loved You're Invited. I had a great time with it, so I'm so excited to finally get to this one. Roll 3. More doubles. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A genre I don't typically read. That is indie published. This was such a hard combination. Oh my gosh, why did this happen to me? So for this one, I am going with The Murder at Spindle Manor by Morgan Stang. I am aware of this because it was part of the Spiffbo competition Was it last year or is it this year? I think it was last year. And a lot of my friends are part of this. This is a self-published fantasy blog off. This one is a mix of mystery and fantasy, but it sounded really good. I was interested in it from seeing my friends' reviews of it, and then I was like, do you think that I would like this? And people said that they thought that I could. So we're adding this to the list. This is the first in the Lamplight Murder Mysteries, and obviously it's set at Spindle Manor, and I think it's kind of steampunk. Armed with gas lamp and guns, she tracks an insidious beast that wears the skin of its victims, mimicking them perfectly. There's 10 guests in the Spindle Manor, and the creature could be any one of them. That sounds absolutely incredible. It has a lot of tags on Goodreads: fantasy, mystery, mystery thriller, steampunk, historical fiction, horror, so lots of things going on, but it seriously sounds so good. It has really good reviews, and I think this one could work for me so well. Roll 4. 11. 1, 2, 3. Door is locked. Remove 2 books from TBR. Okay, I was not expecting this to happen this early. It's probably good that it happened so that I didn't have 3 books on my TBR, but now I have to remove 2 of them. So the first one I'm going to remove is The Murder at Spindle Manor. I do really want to read this one, but the other 2 books that I already have like deadlines. The one is for the National Book Festival that happens this month, and then the other one, my library book, is due in the first week. Even excluding the fact that this is kind of out of my comfort zone, it was the easiest of the 3 to remove because the other 2 have deadlines for this month. So that leaves Island Witch and All of This and More, and I think I am going to remove All of This and More. For Battleathon, you get points for your star ratings, and I have given Amanda Giatissa books higher ratings than Pang Shepard's books, so based on that alone, I think I could get more points for Island Witch. So we are going to keep that on the TBR and remove All of This and More. But really, I'm going to be trying to read it anyway so that I can, if I should get a copy to get signed. This game is just already attacking me. Well, I guess we'll just keep going around town. 4, 5, 6, 7. Doors unlocked. 8, 9, 10, 11. A horror book. That Bowser picks. This is always such a fun pick, so I gave Bowser 3 options. The Pallbearers Club by Paul Tremblay, Devolution by Max Brooks, and Anybody Home by Michael J. Seilinger. And Bowser very kindly picked for me Anybody Home. So this is a home invasion book, but it is in second person, and we are getting taught how to do home invasions by someone who is very seasoned in it. You're learning stories from their past and obviously getting educated on how to do this yourself. It's a pretty short one. I've heard good things about this, and I've had it recommended to me personally. Home invasion stuff is just so creepy because like a lot of horror books that I read are things that couldn't happen in real life or are so unlikely. And yes, home invasions likely won't happen, but also it really could, and that is terrifying, and I'm kind of scared of this book but also so excited for it. I also really wanted to get to this one because he has another book coming out, well, maybe it just came out, called Body Harvest that I'm interested in, and I'm trying to not own multiple unread books by an author, so if I get this one read, then I can get his other book. Roll 5. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Door is locked. Remove 1 book from TBR. The red die is odd, so door's locked, but I will not be removing it. I guess now I need to decide if I'm going to break the perimeter rule, so then I would go back into the purple room and go the opposite way, or if I have to get back into the blue room and try that one. Maybe I'll go with that so we're not just going back and forth. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A horror book. from the library. I love this prompt. I love using my library. I use it all the time. And for this one, I'm going to go with the Pyramid Book Club pick for the month. And that is Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. I have the audiobook from the library. I am probably going to be reading this in a 5-star prediction, like weekly Battleathon vlog. I have so many good books lined up for that week. I cannot wait. This is following, I forget what his name is, but he's a producer, screenwriter, I think screenwriter in Hollywood, and he finally has gotten his big break. He's working on this TV show, and the producers are telling him that he has to kill off a gay character in the season finale. He obviously doesn't want to do that, but there's a lot of pressure on that and maybe something more sinister going on. I really enjoyed Camp Damascus, like the weird vibes and the sense of dread that I felt in that. Like, I think this one is going to work so well for me. I cannot wait. Roll 6. 11. 1. Doors unlocked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doors unlocked. 8, 9, 10, 11. A thriller with a one-word title. A thriller with a one-word title is really hard, especially when I'm trying to read from my shelves, read things from the library. So I went with a mix of horror and thriller. I don't know. I don't know how this is pronounced. Everyone seems to pronounce it differently. But I'm really scared for this one because I gave this author's previous book 2 stars and thought it was so boring. But Lauren from Happy Haunts Library loved this one, and I was like, have you read Loot? And she's like, no, but I will read it for you. And she DNF'd it. So I'm hoping that that means I could like this one more. This is a lot of family drama, I believe, in this book. They're going on this vacation. It says tread lightly and survive. Those are the Pace family's 2 rules for vacations. Yeah, I believe they're in, and it is a sharp twist on the classic haunted house story, exploring loneliness, belonging, and the seemingly inescapable bonds of family mythology. It literally says, warning, may invoke feelings of irritation, dread, and despair that come with large family gatherings. I'm really excited for this one. I'm apprehensive, but I'm so looking forward to it. I know initially a lot of people really liked this one, and then I kind of avoided thoughts on it because, well, I don't really know why. I was just trying to find somebody that had read both books, and nobody had, so I just ignored everyone's actual thoughts on the book, I guess, but pretty sure a lot of people enjoy this one. And I'm a little scared, but I'm looking forward to finally getting to it. Roll 7. We have doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A sci-fi with one of my favorite tropes. If you've been watching all of these, you know that I'm doing a John Mars read-along on Patreon, and this month we are doing another sci-fi book of his, and I love the trope of, like, reality TV influencing things like this, so we are going with The Family Experiment. This is the most recent book in his companion series kind of thing of sci-fi thrillers. I've read all of the books leading up to this at this point. Overpopulation has happened. We are following these families that are competing on a reality TV show, raising this virtual child, and the winner gets to either keep this virtual child and continue to raise it, or they have a chance to try for their own, like, human baby. John Mars has great social commentary, so I am really looking forward to that, mixed with the reality TV show, mixed with this, like, near dystopian future setting of overpopulation and ways to control it. I have very high hopes for this one. Roll 8. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've escaped. I think this is a great TBR. I think all of these could be 5 stars. So Island Witch, Anybody Home, Diavola, Bury Your Gaze, and The Family Experiment. So for book clubs for the month, Bury Your Gaze is the Pyramid Book Club pick. This is a Discord book club that I run with my friends Monica and Michelle. Everything for that is linked in the description. And then The Family Experiment is my Patreon John Mars read-along book for the month. I'm planning on reading I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year. Like, maybe my most anticipated. It's in my top like 5 at least. And it is the August pick for both the Book Troop, hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads, and the Literally Dead Book Club, hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala. I believe they're doing a joint live show, so I am 100% going to be reading this. It's a huge 5-star prediction, so that works for Battleathon. So I just wanted to mention that I will be tuning into the live show for that. I'm really excited for my August plans. I'm doing 2 videos based around 5-star predictions. I'm doing another episode of Reading Taste Match, so there will be a video on my channel and another booktubers where we swap book recommendations and see how much our reading tastes line up. I will also be doing a video reading books exclusively from my TBR shelf. So if you want to see my thoughts on any of these books, or if any of those videos sound exciting to you, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of that. If you've made it to the end and want to leave me an emoji to say you were here, you can leave me a snake emoji for Battleathon, because I am co-hosting Team Snakes with Becca from Becca and the Books. Just a reminder that everything for Battleathon is linked in the description. If you want to see some of my 5-star predictions that will be in a lot of my content throughout the month, you can check out this video. I did manage to fit some of those books onto my TBR, so that is incredible for me. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.